What's up, guys? I want to make a quick episode tonight about the SCOTUS nomination because it's starting to get pretty crazy. As a wise man once told me, there's a lot of things moving under the carpet tonight. Robert Barnes is a lawyer who has extensive experience in the Constitution. He also has his own YouTube channel, and you can find him at Barnes_law on Twitter. I saw him on Band.video doing Alex Jones the other day, and he made a pretty good case as to why Amy Coney Barrett should not be nominated to SCOTUS. It wasn't until today when I went and looked up his sources and started reading about what he's saying about her that things started to crystallize in my mind. Amy Coney Barrett is being pushed by the Federalist Society. She has been nominated by the same people who brought up Bolton's name. It's a high possibility that this person is going to get onto the Supreme Court and be another Justice Kennedy. I think that they either have something on her that they're going to bring out during the nomination and make a circus out of it, or they know that she is a deep state Kennedy. Number one, I think that the left intends on this election ending at the Supreme Court. Number two, I think that the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg at the time that she died was not a coincidence. Number three, the push for Amy Coney Barrett by the Republican side, quotes, of the aisle, is actually being done by the same people who have been working against Trump from the beginning. The real pick is Lagoa. And if he can't see through that, then he nominates Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. It's going to be a very interesting election. If he doesn't get a nomination, say they've been putting this bug in his ear because they want her to get nominated by him because they have something they're going to bring out during the nomination process. Then the Supreme Court is 4-4 split when the election comes around because he doesn't get his nomination. Say that she is a deep stater and they have something on her, and then they just breeze her on through and the Supreme Court is back to 9 people. He still loses the ruling because Kennedy and then Barrett go with the other side. I feel like he's being pushed into this choice, and I'll tell you why. Because I saw this on Band.video and it started mushing around in my brain, and then I read this Twitter and I was like, okay. And then CNN announced that it was for sure Amy Coney Barrett. And I was like, well, that's weird. And then after CNN announced that, Trump did a brief presser where they asked him they were asking him questions in the context of you've already picked her. And he had to keep saying, well, I haven't picked her yet. I haven't announced who it is yet. And it's like, I don't think he was aware that CNN had. Then tonight, Bret Baier, Fox News, announces that it is going to be Amy Coney Barrett. And they cite 6 unidentified sources. And it feels like tonight, the push is very hard. The pressure is being put on for this Amy Coney Barrett pick. And the pressure is being exerted by rhinos and the media. It seems like even the leftist media has, quote, resigned to him picking Amy Coney Barrett. They're like, oh gosh, this is the horrible person that he's going to pick, but let's move on past this and see what we're going to do. It's almost like they want the pick to be a done deal. And when you combine all that with these cases, it doesn't look good. And the number one case, and I will give you guys the links to his Twitter and the links to this Politico article in the description, is the case where she cited Jacobson in support of the lockdowns. Barrett exclaimed the benefits of Jacobson, the decision that greenlit forced vaccines and carved out an emergency exception to the constitutional protection in public health or emergency cases used to justify forced sterilizations and detention camps. It becomes so obvious when you look at his work that it's like, well, who is working for Trump? And I'm not sure that any of this information will get to him in time. I might drop this video tonight, and tomorrow morning the first thing I hear when I wake up is that he's announcing Amy Coney Barrett. So I just wanted to show you guys this information. I know many conservatives, many people on the right of the political spectrum have been really excited about Amy Coney Barrett. I know that there's reasons why you are, but Lagoa is the pick from Florida. If he goes with Amy Coney Barrett, I feel like he got moved into that position of picking her. And anytime I feel like they've moved him into a position of doing something, it ends up bad. Got a lot in the works, guys. Just wanted to put this out there. Like, share, sub the channel. Just so you guys know, I put a pinned comment at the bottom of my videos. It's got any way you want to leave me a tip, if you want to throw me a tip. And then underneath that will always be the show notes, the links, the source material. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.